What is up, my glorious friends? It's Rob with some guy named Rob, and my birthday was just last week, and something came in the mail. I was pretty excited about it. So, this is an album. In case you guys have never seen an album, this is an album, and this is Bruce Springsteen's new one. I heard the single online, and Hello Sunshine was the first one I heard, and There Goes My Miracle. Anyway, so I'm listening to this, and I'm just like, I want to own it. I don't want to just own it. I want to own it like this. Now, why did I choose to own it on vinyl? Um, Number one thing comes to mind is because it almost had this kind of Glenn Campbell feel to it, which is retro. And I also got this nice little baby, this bad boy right here, Crowded House. Now, I don't know, you guys, maybe from the 80s, you remember Crowded House with Don't Dream It's Over, right? They're an Australian and New Zealand band, actually. And they are some of the best songwriters around. Same thing with Bruce Springsteen, one of the best songwriters around. And then another little old school throwback is Concrete Blonde from this album, La Couche Jamoux. So good. It wasn't the most popular album, but it was for me. So, listen, here's the thing, right? Also, I ordered David Garza's entire discography because that was running on Bandcamp for sale. I got The Inner Party, their new album, and I got Ben Smith's stuff, which, granted, I could have just got it because he gave it to me, but I was already paying for those things. I was like, I want to get this too. Okay, so the question is, why pay for music, right? We don't have to. Like, all three of these albums I can stream off a service that I already pay for. I pay $10 or $15 a month for Spotify. So why do that? Or same thing, YouTube. I can find it all on YouTube. Why pay for it? You're really asking me why? Okay. Music has been devalued lately, in the past 15 years, 10, 15, 20 years. It used to be you go out and people put out a record, brand new record, and people would literally, because it was important, people would literally line up around the block at Tower Records or even the Joker in town. Like if it was something big people were looking forward to, they would stop their day and go out and go and get some new music. It was an important part of the process of releasing music. Now, I'll put these over here. Now, what do? It comes out and maybe we'll listen to it, maybe not. Some of our favorite artists we don't even listen to now because we have so many other things being shoved into our mind. So, like, I know it's busy and I find myself addictively scrolling when I should just be appreciating. And that's something that an album, for example, makes me do. So, I'd be remiss not to mention. Now, this is also on streaming. As a matter of fact, it's about to upload completely, and you'll be able to hit all the tracks that I have not yet released, right? So you can listen to it for free. What I've encouraged people to do, though, this is now at a name your own price. So if you got $1 and that's all you got, that's all you want to give, boom. If you got $100 and that's all you got and that's all you want to give, or maybe it's not all you got and that's what you want to give, people have done it. I'll put it out there and people will be like, yeah, here's $100 for this. Why? Because they dig what I do. Okay, but you know what's going to be a lasting thing rather than just a one-time, hey, here's $5 in the tip jar, or something like that, is Patreon. And I keep on pointing you guys toward Patreon. Right now, I've got 18 fans on Patreon. I mean, think about this. I've played over 7,000 shows. I've got a 10,000 person mailing list, 5,000 on Facebook friends, and another 3,500 on something. So like all these people, all these quote unquote followers, fans, and that's great. And I love them. I really do. I love social media. I love it too much sometimes. But 18 people are the people who are like, you know what? Now that I support you, I want to support you every month. And some people can only afford $1, and God bless them. I mean it. I pray God blesses them and makes that dollar and blesses them back 1,000 times for blessing me. Because $1 after a show is some tea for the long ride home. It's nothing, right? $1, we throw away $1 all the time. But for me, it's some tea on the ride home. People do $3, they do $10. I got people doing $25. Another thing I've got going on right now is people are purchasing live shows. They want a live show, but they don't want it till maybe December. So they're like, I'll just do like a payment plan. So they've got like $50 a month or however much it is to get to the end. So either way, it's supporting me, and it's the money's going directly to me. A small percentage is taken out by Patreon, but I'm also other people's patrons. I just Zach Carpenter joined, and I was his first patron. Who else was Troubaduo? Fantastic, out of Eastern Arkansas, husband and wife team, great music makers. Who else? There's I can't remember. There's a few, but I'm following these guys and supporting them. I'm giving them $1, $5, whatever I can afford to do a month, and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't mind spending money when I know the money is actually going to go help people. So when you put $10 a month in me, you're putting half a tank of gas in my car so I can get to the next gig. You're actually supporting me directly. You know, honestly, what's $1 a month? What's $10 a month? I spend $20 a month and I don't even pay attention. And I'm just being honest, right? You go out to eat and suddenly it's $20, you know, because you had the drink and then you had the cheese dip on the side and then you had to get the rest of that and then the entree. So I'm just saying, it's not that we don't have the money anymore to spend on music. It's just that music has become this devalued thing. And it shouldn't be. Because I can tell you what, if you put this in your car, you're going to be singing these songs. It's our attention that's out there, you know. So when you draw in your attention to something like the Folkster, you're going to fall in love with these songs. I know you will, because when I wrote them, I fell in love with them. I listened to my family singing them through the hallways so that I knew which songs were, you know, going to be keen to be put on an album. So yes, there's my Music Matters rant, but you know, as a musician, it's your kindness that allows me to do what I do. So not only do I appreciate when you come out and see me, but I do appreciate if you take a minute, go to Patreon and see if it's something you want to be a part of. It doesn't take very long. It's real simple. It's easy to do. I have done it for over 2 years. I've never had a problem with my debit card getting overtime. You can't go over. You set the limit, so you never go over. Anyway, I want you to consider doing this for me, because this is this is the new way of doing things. You know, this is the music of the future. We're going to stop putting these out, you know, because people are stopping buying them. I mean, cars are stopping making CDs. So to me, when I look at this opportunity, you can get the same music. I don't have to spend thousands of dollars to make these things. I don't have to keep them in my house, and my wife's like, you need to sell more CDs so that we can get these out of here, which is legitimate because they're right next to my desk. And although I started with 1,000, even if you got 400, still, I mean, the 400 that's a lot of CDs. So consider joining me on Patreon. The perks are listed, but more perks are to come. The number one thing is I'm going to start dropping a ton of music before the end of 2019. And I just want you to hear it. Like, this is stuff I've worked hard on. This is stuff, some of it's just like off the cuff stuff. I'm like, you know what? I got some stuff set up. I'm going to pull this microphone over here. Can you see it? Yeah. And just start laying it down. So come with me on this journey. This is the future. You know, I mean, look at subscription services all over. You got Disney Plus going this way. You got Netflix. You got that. It's time to step into the future. And I know there's more than 18 people who would give me more than $1 a month so that I can continue to make music. I can continue to make videos. I can continue to make you laugh and hopefully make you think about things that are really important. Okay. That's my spiel. Thank you for being kind enough to listen. You made it all the way to this, so it means you must like me enough to listen. All right. God bless you. I mean that. Not like you sneezed. I mean like, I pray that the Lord of all things blesses you. Thank you for blessing me. I'll see ya.